As I said, I shall take my chances. You're not getting that door code.
We definitely need to get
So you'd been out of town and hit the
something
sack
else.
early last night?
That's right. I've not been near the gallery for...
Okay, I can skip past the bits
I
we've
hate to
heard.
say this, Mr. Lane.
So you...
Hmm.
Ugh, keep that noxious potion away.
Yeah, we've heard that. Yeah, he needs more pizza, doesn't he? But we can't pick up the
I
pizza
decided
box.
to leave it alone.
George won't go near it. George has been stubborn. Maybe there was something further over this way. Was that clicking out of the game? Yeah. Cover your eyes. There's a nude bum. Get away, George. There's a nude bum.
I didn't think there was any need to test another painting alarm.
Yeah,
It was clear that only one alarm had been sabotaged.
this is why we need the code for the door, because the cable runs into here. So we need into this code. We need the code for the door, and he's got the code for the door, and he won't give us it. Can I? I've got an arrow there that's showing up now and again. Sorry, I'm not trying to touch her bum. Okay, we definitely can't go any further that way. Wait, we're missing a clue somewhere. We're missing a clue somewhere. You've just changed that V to B on purpose because B stands for bum. Let's talk to the priest.
Father?
That's it, you put your beads away.
Yes, my son.
I'm not your son. Let's talk about the devil.
What did you mean when you said that a great evil had taken place?
Your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour.
What?
Peter 5:8. The devil is all around, Mr. Stobart.
Did Henri say anything before he died?
He said, "Stop the car, I want to get in."
What does that mean?
We may never know.
What brought you to the exhibition, Father?
The painting,
Which one?
La Maledictio.
No, it was the free champagne.
The painting that was stolen.
I had to confront the evil.
I
Conspiracy.
think there's something strange going on here.
Yes, Mr. Stobart. At last you see the truth.
No, Father. I mean that the robbery looks like an inside job.
The devil's work is always an inside job.
A wire in the painting's alarm was deliberately cut.
Cut by the devil himself, perhaps.
Well, as far as I know, sightings of guys with horns and tails have been a little down recently.
You mock me, Mr. Stobart. But as you will discover, the devil likes to have the last laugh.
I do like that background. It's nice, isn't it? The window. The scene out the window.
Do you know the code to get into the office?
No, but you could always pray and ask for divine guidance.
With respect, Father, I'm looking for a slightly quicker solution. What do you know about the man who painted La Maledictio?
El Serp. He was a man playing with fire, the fire of eternal damnation.
Have you played this one, Johnny?
Tell me about the stolen painting.
Whoever gets close to it will burn in hell.
Hey, Father, how about a squirt?
I think not.
What about nail
Do
clippers?
you recognize these?
nail clippers. I'm not sure what your point is.
We can go out.
The street was quiet and upmarket. Not the kind of place for an opportunist thief.
Ah, the blue lizard. I don't speak any French, but that's a lizard and that says blue. Blue colour. What have we got here?
From out here, you couldn't see the stolen painting. This robbery was definitely planned.
So look in the office window.
The room looked like some sort of office for the gallery. I could just see the glow of the CCTV monitor in the corner.
Does it? Oh, I'll have to do this now. Let's have a look. Oh, go to there. Search. Le Lizard Blue. Oh, there's a couple of them. Oh, well, there's one in, oh, it's a different place, isn't it? Did this in France, though. Unless I need the fancy E, which I can't put in. The blue lizard. Oh, here's a pissoir. Is George needing to take a piss? Oh, what's happening now?
You gotta hand it to the French. They know how to take a leak in style.
Look at the sign. Okay, you're gonna go down to the Metropole. Anything else here? I need into this room. How am I going to get into this room? George can't run. Can I double click to run? No. He's only going to walk. Yeah, it's a public toilet, Kaiser. I'll go talk to him in a second. But basically, it's just a screen and a hole in the ground. From memory. You just go in there into the S curve thing. Or the comma curve thing. And you pee down into the hole. Yeah, it's actually a thing. The Rue or Orsin. Okay, Clark, thanks for dropping in past. Thanks for chatting. You have a good day. You take care. Will we chat to the waiter? What's this?
I've always been a sucker for Parisian stained glass.
I don't know why, but that looks like a vacuum cleaner to me.
Excuse me.
Monsieur?
Well, the music's
There's
changed.
just been a robbery at the gallery.
Oh, really?
You don't sound surprised.
All property is theft, monsieur. And all art is property. Therefore, all art is theft. Do you not agree?
Well, when you put it like that, it's hard not to.
I've been to that building at the back there up the hill. The church. We went there when I was in when we were in Paris in 2000. I can't remember the name of it. My partner wanted to go and see it. So we took the metro there and then climbed up.
Did you see anybody run out of the gallery earlier?
There was a beautiful woman with a camera. She was chasing somebody.
Oh, that must have been Nico.
You know her? You surprise me.
Why?
Can you tell me anything about the man she was chasing?
I assume, monsieur, that like all of us, he is inherently unknowable.
No wonder this guy's cafe was empty. The gallery owner, Henri, was shot dead trying to stop the robbery.
Life has no meaning the moment you lose the illusion of being eternal.
Right. Did you know him well?
Can we ever truly know another human being, monsieur? He spent little time at the cafe, unlike his friend, Monsieur Lane.
They're wrong. What was he doing sitting at the cafe? Was he talking to somebody?
What do you know about Le Lizard Bleu?
He's bourgeois, vacuous, and overpriced. Just like its curator Lane. He's always near, you know, talking art to his latest flusée.
They're wrong.
What do you know about Hector Lane?
Lane? Oh yes. He drinks here sometimes. He slid away last night without paying.
Last night? What sort of time?
After midnight for sure. If you see him, give him this bill. And tell him to pay up next time.
Ah, this will maybe get us the code for the door.
The check was from last night. But Lane told me he was nowhere near the gallery. This could be the leverage I needed to get the office door code from Lane.
Right, we don't need to talk about other
Thank
things.
you for your consistent indifference, monsieur.
Perhaps next time you come, I will give you a coffee. Perhaps not.
So I want to know about these pictures. Can I use my phone? Can I? Ah, I can phone people. Who's Reichenbacher? A lot of detail in the backgrounds. George is hiding behind the tree. Right, Mr. Lane, we have you now.
How about it, Mr. Lane? Ready to give me the door code yet?
Certainly not. Give me a single reason why I should.
Guilty by way of nail clippers.
I've been
No,
away
George.
from Paris for several days and only got back this morning. How could I have cut that wire?
Take a look at this.
What of it?
It's your bill from the cafe next door.
So?
It's dated yesterday. Last night, in fact. 12:30 to be exact. You said you were out of town. You sure drank a lot of
Hey,
champagne
Chaz.
last night without paying the bill. But you told me that you were away from Paris last night. I hate to say it, but that sounds like a lie to me. Tell you what, you give me the code to the door, and the police need never know. A motive and proof of involvement. Not looking good, Mr. Lane.
You are a blackmailer, Stobart.
Just doing my job.
All right. You have me. The number is 6397. But I admit to none of these spurious accusations.
I had the code. The police would be here any moment, so I had to work fast.
It still remembers you, Chaz. That you can't escape.
What was that number again? 642. No.
Oh, come on, George.
Hold it right there.
Damn it.
Oh, he looks right stuck up, detective.
I am Inspector Navet of the Paris Serious Crime Squad, and I hereby declare this crime scene open. Closed. Now, nobody move.
Oh, some
Especially
moustache.
you on the floor. Mo, I want a total lockdown. Nobody in or out. Apart from me, of course.
A few minutes later. Oh, here's Nico.
Get back into the gallery, but a familiar figure was guarding the door. It was Sergeant Mou. Our paths had crossed before.
Come on, Nico, you flirt with Moo. I suppose I should do something, shouldn't I?
Sergeant Moo, we meet again.
Aha, Madame Collard. An unexpected pleasure.
I was in the gallery at the time of the theft. Can I get back in?
I am sorry, but I am under strict orders from Inspector Navet. Nobody in, nobody out. And I must correct you, madame. It is no longer just a theft. It is a murder.
Mon Dieu! That poor man! I witnessed the crime. I've got to get back in there.
I'm sure you can make an official statement in good time.
I saw the thief. I think I can help the investigation.
I am implacable, Madame Collard.
Implacable? What's implacable? What does implacable mean? Well, that was a big help. Moo is definitely not a HMS implacable ship.
Who is Inspector Navet?
The most promising young investigator on the force. A genius. A man blessed with almost superhuman insight.
He sounds highly perspicacious.
Madame, it is not for us to talk about the inspector's sweaty proclivities. He is about to solve his third case in as many days.
So, what's he got that the other investigators don't have?
Blood spatter. He is the world expert. He reads the entrails of the crime scene like a book.
Well. My father was a RAF engineer on HMS Ark Royal. That's the only ship I know a bit about. Your father was a Coast Guard? We have people from the Coast Guard staying in the village here, and we're right at the coast. So
I really need to get into the gallery and speak to Inspector Navet.
He is
Dr.
not to be
Zayas.
disturbed. He is applying his famous scientific methods. Any moment now, the case will be cracked. I certainly hope so. I am dog-tired and want to go home.
I chased after the shooter and got a photo of him.
Inspector Navet will be delighted.
You've got to let me into the gallery to show him.
Absolutely not.
So, I cannot go in without Inspector Navet's permission?
No.
maybe I
And
can
to
phone
get
him.
Inspector Navet's permission, I need to go in.
That's 22.
Exactement.
Have you ever heard of Kafka, Sergeant Moo?
Madame Collard, I do not see what soccer players have to do with this.
No, he's a... Never mind. This was madness. Sergeant Moo wasn't going to let me in.
Her hair's pretty well done, isn't it? It was shaking when she was shaking her head.
Why are you so tired, Sergeant Moo?
I have been working for 3 days with no rest. Navet is a genius in his field, and he assumes that we all have his energy and vigor.
Oh, you poor man. If you'd like to go and get some sleep, I will watch the door for you.
That's very thoughtful of you. Ha! A cunning attempt to make me a deserter, madame. A gendarme never leaves his post.
Well, how about a hot drink?
Ah, that would do the trick for sure. Unfortunately, I mustn't drink on duty.
Not even a
My
coffee.
doctor specifically warned me against it after the last incident.
What incident? Monster Hunter. My son plays a lot of them.
That incident you mentioned, what happened exactly?
I don't want to talk about it. All I can say is it was very unfortunate. I am on duty, and I need to focus.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one my son prefers. He has got them both, and he's got one on his he had one on one of his consoles. Maybe it's on his Switch. You've been playing them all since day one. I'm pretty sure it was on his Switch. He had one that he preferred, but I can't remember. I should really give them another go, because people do rave about them. You missed my Monster Hunter games when they go Nintendo only for a while. Hunt with me, do it. Okay. That Monster Hunter World, is it, that you're doing, Kaiser? I could get it reinstalled and have a look at it. I like Rise, but it's not as good as World. Okay. I can easily reinstall it and have a look. Say, my son has them all, so I can just use his Steam library. So
Here's my press card. Do you have a statement for the paper?
Yes, madam. Stay away from the crime scene and let the police do their job. And always leave a light on when you go out at night.
Thanks a lot, Sergeant Moo. You've been so helpful.
you'll help me as well, yeah? I can do that as well. I'm not sure when I'll be able to do it. It might be my time is so full up at the moment. It's just I got sent another 2 games yesterday to do first looks of, and I've got like a month's worth of first looks to do at the moment. I shall take a note. Doctor. Yep, I have taken a note. I should really get into them, because I mean they do look good. So how are we going to get past Mula? Do we need to go get him a coffee or something and put something in? Because we don't have anything. Can we phone anybody? Who's this? Ronnie. Who's Ronnie? Maybe I can phone George.
Hi, George. I'm outside the gallery.
Thank God you're safe, Nico.
Inspector Moo is out here and he's not letting me in. I managed to grab a couple of photos, but the guy got away.
Poor Henri is dead.
I know. Why kill him?
I've been trying to find out. Turns out the alarm was tampered with. Looks to me like an inside job.
So, no ordinary robbery?
And no ordinary painting. The priest claims that La Benedictio is evil. I need to get into the office and see what the CCTV has to offer. Maybe you can help me out when you get back in here?
Mistakes? We don't make mistakes, Kaiser. No. That's not how we play games. We don't make mistakes. Yeah, just trying out things. How are we going to get in here? Let's go talk to the cafe owner. I was really surprised at that game yesterday. It was. Oh, I didn't click on you. Did I click on you?
Whatever it is you want, we are closed.
You were open a minute ago.
Then why are you standing here?
You would not understand, madame.
Try me.
Because I look at you and I know you are like all the others.
The others?
The pretty women who shop, who gossip, who have their spa days, their almond croissant,
Oh, love an almond
That
croissant.
bad, huh?
and the men with their grooming products and their shiny shoes and their skinny suits who come to my cafe and ask me for lattes, macchiatos, frappe.
Why does he even run a cafe?
Is this what we fought on the barricades for, madame?
Well, to be
Ripped
honest,
up
the
the paving
shop's
slabs,
whole look is
bled
just
on the
the manager's
streets.
personal taste.
Isn't it?
No,
Oh, and
madame,
I
it
should have
is
mentioned
not.
sooner, but
We
this is the
fought for
customer service counter.
ideas, for
Here we can
philosophy,
provide
for freedom,
maintenance for all your
equality,
ornament needs.
fraternity.
All right,
Vive
we'll
la
be leaving our
revolution.
ornaments in your
And
capable
do you know
hands
what
from now
drove us
madame.
on as we fought? What fueled the
Oh, but our
streets of
ornaments
Paris in
are
that
the
glorious
Enigma
spring?
models.
What made
Is that
our
going to be an
hearts
issue?
soar?
Cheap one and free sex?
No, madame, no! It was French Café Noir that inspired us. The simple demi-tasse. The black, sweet taste of freedom.
So that's why you closed?
Yes, madame. I serve only thinkers, philosophers, revolutionaries. And you, madame, with your polite top and your pointy heels, are none of those things.
This is a cafe.
Yes, to the right people.
On any other day, I would have given this guy a straight one to the chin. But there was a chance he could help me get into the gallery.
Hey, Nolax. Hey, thank you very much for the resub. 11 months. Thank you very much. How are you this morning? How's your daughter doing? She's sleeping any better? Oh, you finally got past the prologue. I was going to say something before Nico cut in and I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. He's not going to give us a coffee, is he? It looked like you were enjoying Trails from Zero though. Yesterday, when I was watching you. Both your wife and the daughter were at the in-laws yesterday, so I don't know if she slept well or not. But that you did, okay. Oh well, at least you've caught up a wee bit. Maybe your wife's managed to sleep a bit. You're really enjoying it. You're going to take it slow and enjoy it. Yeah, I think it's the sort of game you have to, isn't it? There's no point in rushing through it because it's such an experience. I need to get back to the second chapter. I need to finish that off. If I finish Zelda before I don't know. I mean, the plan is to finish Zelda before Tears of the Kingdom comes out and maybe play Tears of the Kingdom straight away, or I might wait a little bit and let the hype die down. I'll see. I do have East 7 as my next game on my list, but I should really get back and try and finish second chapter. Okay, Kaiser. Thanks for being here. I hope your work was okay today. Thank you for all the help. You take care. Be safe. Yeah, I think that's probably the best way, Novax. I just think there'll be too many people streaming it. So I don't think there's probably any point. I think I'd probably be better off playing something else for a while. And also give myself a little break from Zelda. Just you've got quite a lot of Zelda games left, yeah.
Salut.
Bonjour, madame.
He's not going to tell us anything, is he? That's why you also played the original RE4 instead of the remake, yeah.
That incident you mentioned, what happened exactly?
I don't want to talk about it. All I can say is it was very unfortunate. I am on duty, and I need to focus.
He's definitely tired. Who's this again? Tiredness.
You know, if you are tired, surely your duties are suffering.
Madam, I am a consummate professional. I would never shirk my responsibilities. I will stand here as if my life depended on it. Or my job.
There's always so many other people stream. The bigger streamers tend to play them as well, don't they, when they're first released? So you never have. It's very hard. Competing against that. So that's the word I was looking for.
Do you want to see my photo of the thief?
Ils ne passeront pas.
Eh? I don't speak French. What did they say?
I remembered something else about the crime.
Then you should tell Inspector Navet immediately.
So I can go inside then?
No.
Yeah. Whereas now, if you were to stream it, you would probably get quite a few viewers. You speak good French, do you?
Do you want to see my photo of the thief?
Ils ne passeront pas.
In the passeront pas. I want to say it. I want him to say it again.
Moo wouldn't be interested in my press card. Thanks, Sergeant Moo.
You can't pass, okay. Thank you. Je ne sais pas. I know very little French. Oui. Yes. He's Gandalf. He's got some moustache, doesn't he? Can I go over here? Why would I need down?
I wasn't going to leave without comparing notes with Georges.
Yeah. How am I going to get in here? Yeah, Nolik speaks Japanese. Think like a detective. Oh, he's away now. Oh, he's looking. Oh, he stepped out of the way. Oh no, he's come out. I can still speak to him. Let's go speak to him.
Monsieur.
Oh, he bowed.
Life is fleeting, madame. The sands of time are running through your fingers.
Well, that may be, but
We know not what we want, and yet we are responsible for what we are.
there's been a crime.
That is terrible, madame. But you know what they say.
No, but I think you're going to tell me.
Life begins on the other side of despair. C'est vrai, no?
Well, I guess so. He was pushing me to the point of despair.
During the riots, we battled the forces of oppression.
Oh, really? That must have been terrifying.
It was, except that they made me stay behind the barricades with the other baristas. We made coffee by the liter to fuel the resistance. I've never brewed so much coffee. Of course, our brave heroes spent half their time going for a pee.
They don't
But
do
with
Korean.
our coffee inside them, they fought the running dogs all night long.
None of this was helping me get past Sergeant Moo.
Au revoir.
So many languages. Eh? I still haven't learnt enough Swedish to hold a conversation. Can I go this way? No, let's head back. I'm gonna phone George again. Do you think he would talk to somebody if they were press? No. Yeah? Maybe.
Here's my press card.
Okay, Johnny. Hope your work goes okay.
Madame,
You have a good day.
you are not the person
Thanks for
you
dropping in
appear to
past.
be. You must accept my deepest, my most profound apologies.
Well, of course I accept. But why?
La Liberté, the great journal of freedom. At the height of the battle, as the tear gas blew and the blood flowed, it was La Liberté which carried the voice of our revolution to the world. I know now that
No. Not very rarely, Nolax.
Almond Croissant, you are a true daughter of France, and I am your humble servant.
No, she speaks English the whole time. When she's with me. I think she did try to teach me a few things, but I'm not very good with languages anyway, so I took German at school, which I failed miserably in. You're the other way around with Japanese. You can speak more than you can read, but okay. We got an ad break. Oh, that should be over by now. Hey, Argonaut. How are you this morning? Let me give you a shout out. Kaiser's away now. I have to do my own shout outs. There we go. Chrono Trigger. I really enjoyed Chrono Trigger. I played that all the way through for the first time last year.
I was very lucky that I just randomly went into EB Games when I was going to my school, and I just saw it there, and I just went yoink, and then just bought it. I am so bloody happy I have it.
Oh, you got to affiliate. Oh, that's great.
Never leaving me. I'm never leaving. I'm not playing. I do
Well
play
done.
it so often, but
Makes a big difference. We've got there's a good band of streamers, isn't there, helping each other out. Yeah, Bit Wizard's a great streamer. If anybody hasn't watched him, I've gained a lot of followers watching Bit Wizard.
So, you know how they got the name
Yeah.
Canada? Well, a bunch
He's a
of
very
people
casual
around
streamer,
the
very
mountains
laid
in Canada
back.
do
I
something
like
around
having him on in the background while I'm working,
that.
along with other,
And so
like
the
the
first one
Nolax
picked
I
a
have
C,
on
he's like,
watching in the
C, eh?
background.
And then the second one picked an N, he's like N, eh? And then the third one picked a D, and he's like D.
I mean, we all try to help each other out as much as we can.
Thank you, thank you.
He got you past 300 followers. You're very close behind me, Nolax. I shot up for some reason very recently, mainly probably because of Bit Wizard. We're very close. It all helps, doesn't it? Yeah, I got to the 400 at the weekend. I was pretty surprised. In fact, well, it was you that told me I got to 400. I hadn't noticed. I always have my viewer count off. I don't know how we're going to get in here. We must...
The body was still in there. I had to get back inside.
How am I going to get back inside here? I haven't saved this since I started. I should really save. Oh, it does autosave. Okay, that's fine. Can I like put my press card up to the window or something?
Holding my press card against the window wasn't going to get
It might have done. It might have. Can I phone this other guy? I don't know who this is. Ronnie. Who's Ronnie? Is that our editor?
Ronnie, I'm at the exhibition over in Montmartre. You won't believe the scoop I've got.
You're kidding me. That place is a dump. What could possibly have happened to make it exciting?
A painting's been stolen and the gallery owner's been shot.
What? Okay, speak to anybody who saw what happened. Scope out the place. And call me as soon as you get a story. If you're quick, we can make the evening edition. Bye, Nicole.
This could be the scoop I'd been waiting years for.
Okay, we've got Ronnie there now. I really don't know how to get in here.
Salut.
Bonjour, madame.
You know, if you're tired, surely your duties are suffering.
Madame, I am a consummate professional. I would never shirk my responsibilities. I will stand here as if my life depended on it. Or my job.
Sergeant Moo could do with one of those famous coffees. Great. Thanks again for your help.
See, she's given us a clue there with the coffee, isn't she? We have to get a coffee. Why won't you give us a coffee?
Monsieur,
The road to enlightenment is a long one, madame. Perhaps you will walk that road with me?
could we have a little chat?
Anytime, madame.
Coffee. Oh, right. We've got an option there for
How
coffee.
about some coffee?
For you, madame, of course. There is only one coffee that I can serve you. Black, strong, and in a tiny cup. One moment.
I'm not a big fan of French coffee. It's too strong for me.
Here is your coffee, madame.
I drink a lot of Italian coffee. I like Italian coffees. Why did you drink it? I needed that coffee.
The coffee was hot and strong.
Oh, take away one.
Would you make me a coffee to go?
For a fellow revolutionary? Of course, madame. One moment.
You don't drink a lot of coffee, no Lux. What do you like drinking? I do have juice here, but
Here's your takeaway coffee, madame.
Thank you, monsieur.
okay, we've got a coffee finally. Right, we can get in. Sparkling water or Monster, okay. I don't drink a lot of fizzy stuff. I like flat. Coffee is my go-to thing. Coffee is a hug in a mug to me, as far as I'm concerned.
Salut.
Bonjour, madame.
Coffee keeps me going.
Sergeant Moo, I brought you a coffee.
Coffee? Fantastic.
I probably
Just
drink
what-
far too much.
But wait. I must not. My little problem.
I'm sure one little cup of coffee will...
Does he need to go pee a lot?
I am tempted, madame, but I cannot risk it. I am sorry.
So, this incident, it involved you, some coffee, and your... little problem?
It is a tale of woe, madame.
I'm all ears, Sergeant.
Well, since you seem quite understanding, I shall elaborate.
Please do.
We've been drinking Coke a long
I
time
was
then.
in charge of canine security for the president himself. One day, en vacances, he went for a private discussion with a lady minister.
Have you tried Iron
Stayed
Brew?
alone with his dog, but I had drunk a coffee to stay awake, and nature came to call. So I tied the dog to a tree and went for a secret pee-pee. When I came back, the dog was having a liaison dangereuse with the lady minister's terrier.
But how did they find out?
Well, 2 months later, the president's Labrador gave birth to 6 beautiful mongrels. And I was busted to sergeant just after the president's divorce came through.
You are a victim of a great injustice, Sergeant.
You think so?
But of course, you knew you must not fall asleep at
It's-
your post.
It's
You were
really
guarding
good
the president himself.
if you've not tried
Well,
it.
the president's dog.
Ah, it was the same thing.
Yes, I suppose.
And by drinking that coffee, you made the
It's my
ultimate sacrifice
favourite
for our
soft drink.
glorious republic, your career.
And it's great in gin, if you have that with gin as well.
And now France is calling you again. She is saying, drink, Sergeant Moo, drink!
She is?
She is. Drink or fall asleep at your post. Which is it to be?
I suppose it is drink?
Bravo, Sergeant!
Oh dear. Oh dear. Excuse me, madame. I must use the petit gendarme's room. It has gone straight through me. Could you watch the gallery door for me?
Oh, you can count on me, Sergeant.
It is exported quite a lot, so you might be able to find it.
How did you get past Sergeant Moo? Huh. Well, you won't fool me so easily, madame. I shall question you later.
Nico, am I glad to see you.
So, what's the problem?
It's sort of a goldy orange colour.
Is watching me like a hawk. I'll never get in without some sort of distraction.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, we've got to distract him there. Yeah, I quite often have it, well, I drink it just as it is, but it's really nice in gin. Some people have it with their whiskey. So the nation's 2 favourite drinks mixed together. So, but yeah, no. Byers Iron Brew, made from girders in Scotland. That's the advert.
Inspector Nave, do you have a moment?
Yeah, exactly.
My time is of the essence. Be quick now.
Can we... Oh, we may as well just go through
I
everything.
suppose this is quite a complex case, Inspector.
It is a robbery gone bad. Nothing more, nothing less.
Surely there's a bit more to it than that.
Please abstain from baseless conjecture, madame.
Okay, no
The
locks.
victim's body
Drive
paints a
safe.
simple picture, more reliable
I hope
than
the rest of your
any
day goes
written
okay.
statement. Consider the impact of the bullet and note the concomitant lack of blood. A casual homicide, nothing more.
Don't you find it odd that the thief chose that one particular painting?
Sergeant Moo's back.
Life is full of odd things, madame. Fingerless gloves, white dog poo-poo, nasal hair. I prefer to concern myself with murder.
Did you see the alarm was sabotaged?
I have interrogated the crime scene, madame. I am fully aware of the disabled security. I prefer biological evidence to the merely circumstantial. Body parts, blood, important things.
Don't you think the disabled alarm is highly suspicious, though?
The forensic team will be along shortly. Voice your concerns to them. Do not bother me with this circumstantial fliff-laff.
Fluff.
Why don't you check out the security camera footage?
Madame, that is not my area of expertise. It is the body which concerns me.
But the CCTV footage is evidence. It could help identify the killer.
Correction, madame. It is but an indicator. The only true evidence is bodily fluid. Unless you know something I don't, then please leave me be.
The only evidence Inspector Nave seemed to appreciate involved gore. What do you think about the American, Georges?
He is deeply suspicious.
His trousers are too long, look. They're almost touching the ground.
Could you give me a statement, Inspector?
Now is not the time, madame.
Thanks, Inspector. I'll let you know if I remember anything else. If I was going to distract Nave, I needed to unearth new evidence or concoct some. And the bloodier, the better.
So how are we going to do that? We can pick up the pizza box. George wouldn't pick it up. There was blood under there, definitely. There was definitely something on the ground. Look, there it goes. A tomato stain.
The tomato sauce had splattered on the floor. I spread some of this sauce around with my shoe. It looked a little bit like a blood stain, but it still wasn't right. If I was going to distract the cop, I had to get rid of that gum.
How are you going to get rid of the gum?
No way was I going to clean that up with my bare hands.
Right, so we need to find something to pick up the gum with.
At least now the place was a little tidier.
That's a glass. There wasn't anything over there. I thought that changed into the picky up hand. Maybe not. Let's talk to the priest.
Excuse me, Father.
Father Simeon, my child.
Are you okay, Father?
It's a terrible shock, but yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Could I ask you some questions about the crime?
What kind of questions?
I'm a reporter for La Liberté.
I suppose it cannot hurt. Please ask away.
Why did you come to the gallery today, Father?
God brought me here. I saw the poster for the exhibition. I had to come.
Good morning, Ayn.
I knew there was great evil in La Maledictio. It was my duty to confront it. The painter was El Serp, the Serpent. Don't you see?
Really? So, what were you planning on doing here today?
How are you today?
I wanted to bear witness to anything that the devil would come.
Well, I think it was a no show, Father.
Really? The man is dead. I'd say his work here today was done.
That wasn't going to help my story.
Ayn plays a lot of JRPGs along with other games. Very good streamer.
Is there anything that might help identify the killer?
The devil takes many forms, child. I didn't get a good enough look, I'm afraid.
Anything would help.
I'm sorry, my dear. My mind was elsewhere.
What do you know about Henri?
An innocent victim.
I still keep calling him Henry.
So far
It's
as
Henri.
any of us are innocent. If he was peddling such blasphemous works as the El Serp painting, then who knows what other sins he was hiding.
Father Simeon was making me feel guilty. Priests always did that to me. What do you think about that stain?
Is that blood?
I think it's just sauce. I wonder if there's a mop anywhere.
We are facing death and divine retribution. This is no time for tidying up.
Father Simeon wasn't making much sense. What can you tell me about the painting?
Grotesque and evil.
How can a painting be evil?
By killing all who come into contact with it.
Does that mean we're next?
Laugh not at the devil's play, Miss Collard.
Do I show? Oh, no, I'm not going to bother
Thank
with
you for
best
your
card.
time, Father.
Let's talk to Lane. Can we not talk
Priest
to Lane?
had nothing useful to offer. Are you Hector Lane, the art critic?
Enchanté, madame. And which of the angels?
Oh dear, what a creep.
I'm Nico Collard, a reporter.
Ah, a fallen angel then. My favorite sort.
What can you tell me about the painting that was taken?
It was called La Maledictio, an unknown work that only recently surfaced.
Who was the artist?
A mysterious figure known only as El Serp. Some say he was a student of Picasso. He was good, but not great, and his true identity remains unknown.
The thief.
What can you tell me about the theft?
Oh, it was truly awful. What do you want to know?
Have you spoken to Georges?
The American?
Yes.
He promised to clear up any misunderstandings the police might have about my presence here.
Father Simeon says that the painting is evil.
The priest is a lunatic. La Maledictio is a painting, and a painting cannot be evil.
Exactly.
What can you tell me about Henri's involvement with the gallery?
Dear Henri, a shining diamond in the ordure that is the modern art business. He owned the gallery. What will we do without him?
The gun.
Tell me about the shooting, monsieur.
Oh, it all happened so fast.
Take your time. What did you see?
I can't be sure. Perhaps I could answer your questions over dinner.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I'm on a tight deadline. Did you see the thief?
I would have tackled him, but he was too quick for me.
Tackled him? Not a chance.
Did you know that the alarm had been sabotaged?
No. How dreadful.
You liar.
I suppose that's why the alarm isn't ringing.
Here's my press card.
And there was I thinking you were too young and beautiful to be a reporter.
Thanks for your help, Monsieur Lane. I wasn't going to get anything useful
No, nothing
from
at all.
Lane.
I'm going to go get some fresh coffee and open my curtains up, so if you give me a couple of minutes I shall be right back. Okay, Argonaut, no problem. I'll be here most of the morning, so but thank you for lurking. Have a nice shower. I had a shower before I started my stream to try and wake me up. I shall be back in a couple of minutes.